is up, everybody? How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are having a wonderful Sunday. Today is the final day of Nerf Heavy Gunner Week, where I review a Heavy Gunner blaster from Monday to Sunday, Friday not included. But today, we are not going to be taking a look at a flywheel blaster like all the other ones. Now, this one is a sprinter blaster, and this is made by Xshot. The Zuru Xshot Crusher. Now the Crusher is a top prime sort of lever action mechanical style blaster that also looks like a minigun and accepts chains. Long story short, I got this thrifted not too long ago and it only came with a little bit of chain, but it originally comes with a 35 round chain, which is really good capacity. There is quite a bit to talk about, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. The Zuru Xshot Crusher is a 2020 release out of Zuru Xshot Toys, and this company has just been skyrocketing recently with just so much banger stuff. I think currently Xshot is at the #1 brand when it comes to blasters right now. Dart Zone's at number 2, Nerf is at number 3, and I think Buzzbee's at number 4. I mean, the Buzzbee's just not even trying, but so is Nerf. Dart Zone and Xshot, they are fighting for the competition, and I love it. First off, we're going to start off with the ergonomics of the Xshot Crusher. This grip is really good. Now, there is this very nice dotted texturing to it. It's quite filleted, and it works. I don't think it's too big, I don't think it's too small. It's at a weird angle. You can get used to it very easily. It is a minigun style, not everybody likes that, but I certainly do. And it works. This is a very passable grip for me. This thing does not have a stock attachment point or a barrel attachment point, telling by the looks. You have 1, 2, 3 tactical rails. Now, I can't really tell if these are Nerf compatible. They look like Nerf rails. These are definitely not Picatinny rails or Dart Zone rails. Maybe these are fake rails, but I digress. Now we're going to get into the looks and design. I think the looks and design of this blaster are amazing. There's not really much paint on, but do you see the amount of effort and detail they put into here? Look at all of that. So much detail that it is super hard to just try to go over it all. It might take a very long time to go over all this detail because, wow, it is just fantastic. Shape is also very cool too. It looks like a minigun. It feels like a minigun. You don't want your blasters too big that it's just gonna feel like an absolute colossal to carry around, like say like the Mastodon, the Prometheus, the Titan CS50. This is really good size for what it is, and it utilizes its space and mechanics very well. How does this blaster function, and what are the features of it? Well, of course, you have a main trigger. The main trigger is very nice and comfortable. It's very nice and smooth, but it's also very sensitive, especially when slam firing. Like, it works. You have a top prime, of course. The top prime is not too bad. I think it's a bit too small for what it is. I like it. The smoothness of the prime. This part, you can tell the prime is quite ratchety. This part's not too bad. And then when you go all the way here to the back, that does not feel good. It feels like it's gonna break. I do not like that. And then this is incredibly smooth. And it's also, as I mentioned, got slam fire. So hold down the trigger. I love how this barrel spins around. That is such a clever feature to add on something like this. It's not flywheel, but it still does something so cool that I don't see pretty much any blaster do except for this. This is the Crusher chain. It also works with the Omega and some of the other Crusher reskins. These are way better than pretty much any other chain I've got my hands on. It's better than the Boxer Pro chains, all of the Dart Zone Pro chains. It's really nice and built. The quality's quite good. I do know how to delink the chains. You can take them apart it's just a bit tricky to do. Got it. How do you put the chain in the blaster? Well, there's this button you press. You hold it, push that out, which unlocks the detents. You gotta make sure the chain is put all the way in the back so darts can clear through. When this is open, you can freely rotate the chain very easily, but then when you close this, you can't. It's locked in, ready to go. You need to put the chain in the right side of the blaster. Once you're ready, locked and loaded, turn it back, forward, fire. It also has slam fire as well. That is pretty much everything the Xshot Crusher has to offer. So let's go out to the range and see how good this thing does. So overall, what do I think of the Zuru Xshot Crusher? I think this blaster is amazing for what it is. I said this just like the Boxer Pro. It fills the niche of being practical, but it also fills the niche of also being just super fun and gimmicky with this spinny barrel, this crank style mechanism, the slam fire. I just think they did a really good job here with the Crusher. But there's something I want to talk about real quick before I end this video. How Nerf reskins blasters versus how Xshot reskins blasters. When Nerf reskins their blasters, example like the Nerf N series board, all they do is just take the internals and put them into something different and just make the size bigger or smaller. You know, they don't change the performance, they don't change the gimmicks, they just change the way you prime it. Difference with Xshot reshells is that they work the same, the internals are very similar, but at the same time, Xshot just adds cool gimmicks to them in new looks and refreshing ways. Very unique and distinct from each other. There's the Omega, it's basically the same thing but with different ergonomics. The Smoking Barrel, which is basically the same blaster, but in the Insanity line. Rail systems, these dart connectors, where you can just make it look like a clickbait blaster. There's even this cool smoking gimmick when you're done firing them. There's a smoke effect that happens. Would I recommend this for practical nerfers and competitive nerfers? Well, for the competitive players, I'd actually say yes. You probably want something that hits harder. This is not really meant to shoot short darts stock out of the box, but you can make it shoot short darts with a bit of modifications, but it also appeals to the fun plinking nerfers that don't care about practicality, because just look at this thing. Look at how it functions. You might not like the mechanism, the way it primes, or the ergonomics, but if you do, oh, this thing is a treat. I'm not even lying, I think this is one of the highest recommendations I can give to any blaster. Heavy Gunner Week is complete except for Friday. That was super fun, I enjoyed it. A lot of reviews I enjoyed doing. All of the blasters we reviewed this week were very good. There was a lot of videos, quite a bit of fun streams we got done. I'm gonna take a break. I will see y'all very soon, probably in a couple of weeks. So, thank y'all very much for watching this video. Thank y'all so much. This felt like a 200 subscriber special. Have a wonderful rest of your month of April, and I will see you on the next one. As always, keep on nerfing.